They convicted Marcus Delray Webb of second-degree murder in March of 1997. Then a paralegal sorting archived county files in 2019 found a second autopsy report, signed by the same coroner, dated 4 days after the first, with a completely different cause of death. The case looked airtight at sentencing. On the night of November 14, 1996, 31-year-old Patricia Anne Hollis was found dead in her apartment on Crestmore Drive in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She and Webb had been together for 2 years. They had argued that evening. A neighbor heard it through the wall. Webb was the last known person to see her alive, and his fingerprints were on the wine glass beside her body. The medical examiner's report, issued November 19, 1996, listed the cause of death as asphyxiation and the manner as homicide. The jury took 68 minutes. Webb got 25 to life. What the paralegal pulled from that archive box in 2019 was a standard county medical examiner's form. ME Form 14B, the document filed for every unnatural death in Tulsa County. It was inside a manila folder inside a storage box labeled Hollis PA Admin Supplemental. The form was dated November 23, 1996, 4 days after the first autopsy. It was signed by the same examiner, Dr. Terrence J. Mallow, who testified at trial and told the jury that Patricia Hollis had been strangled. On this second form, the cause of death was not asphyxiation. It was cardiac arrhythmia secondary to previously undiagnosed hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a condition of the heart muscle that can kill without warning, without a struggle, without another person in the room. The manner of death field on the November 23 form read one word: undetermined. At trial, Dr. Mallow testified under oath that the petechial hemorrhaging found in Patricia Hollis's eyes, small burst blood vessels, was consistent with manual strangulation. He said it with certainty. The jury believed him, but petechial hemorrhaging is not exclusive to strangulation. It also occurs in sudden cardiac death. It happens when the heart stops without warning and pressure spikes through the body in its final seconds. A pathologist who reviewed the Hollis file in 2021 noted that the toxicology screen showed no alcohol, no narcotics, no foreign substances. There were no defensive wounds on Hollis's hands. No bruising on her neck consistent with grip pressure from another person. Nothing in the physical evidence that required another person's involvement. The first autopsy called it homicide anyway. The second one didn't. The November 23 report was never disclosed to the defense. Webb's public defender, Sandra Ruiz, filed a discovery request with Tulsa County in January 1997 and received a packet of documents from the medical examiner's office. The packet contained the first autopsy, nothing else, under Brady v. Maryland, the Supreme Court rule that requires prosecutors to turn over any evidence that could benefit the defendant. That second report should have been in the packet. The case for a Brady violation is not subtle. Chain of custody refers to the documented record of who handled evidence and when. There is no chain of custody entry showing the November 23 form was ever logged into the main case file. Ruiz reached for comment in 2021, said she had never seen the second report. She did not know it existed. The Tulsa County District Attorney's Office declined to comment on whether the document had been in their possession before trial. They declined twice, but the second autopsy wasn't even the strangest part. Dr. Mallow retired from the Tulsa County Medical Examiner's Office in 2004. When post-conviction investigators requested his personal case notes from the Hollis examination, they were told his notes from 1994 through 2003 had been destroyed in a 2009 flood at a county storage facility. Every case he touched for 9 years. Gone. The facility was a climate-controlled document warehouse on the east side of Tulsa. It filed an insurance claim after the flood. Investigators obtained that claim through a public records request in 2022. The claim listed every damaged and destroyed item in the warehouse. The Hollis supplemental file, the box where the second autopsy was found, was not on the list. Either it had been removed from the warehouse before the flood, or it was never stored there to begin with, or someone pulled it after and forgot to update the claim. 3 explanations, all of them worse than the last. Marcus Webb has been inside the Jess Dunn Correctional Center since 1997. He is 58 years old now. A wrongful conviction organization filed a post-conviction petition in 2022 citing the second autopsy and the Brady issue. As of today, it has not been ruled on. The prosecutor who tried Webb in 1997 was later elevated to the state bench. He served as a judge for 11 years. The insurance adjuster who signed off on the warehouse flood claim closed the file in 46 hours. Standard total loss determinations for document storage facilities typically take 2 to 3 weeks. No one has explained why Dr. Mallow filed a second autopsy 4 days after closing the case. No one has explained why the cause of death changed from homicide to undetermined. No one has explained what happened to his case notes. No one at the district attorney's office has explained why the second form never reached the defense. Patricia Hollis is still dead. Marcus Webb is still in a cell. And the question that the conviction cannot survive, the one that has never been asked in a courtroom, is a simple one. If the coroner himself wasn't sure what killed her, why was the jury never told?